now that we've talked about the types of wallets, how can we actually keep our crypto safe knowing this, right? Keeping your cryptocurrency safe is essential to protect your investment assets from theft and loss. So let's go over some of the main tips and practices which you can follow. So I'd recommend to use a hardware wallet, okay? Hardware wallets, which are the physical devices, let you store the private keys of your crypto wallets offline, and it makes them one of the most safest of ways to invest. So if you want the very safest method of storing crypto, choose a hardware wallet. And you also need to make sure that your private keys are secure. So when you create a wallet, you get private keys, and I'd recommend to keep your private keys safe and secure and store them in a hardware or paper wallet. This is basically paramount for the top security. Then we also want to back up our wallets. So backing up our wallets and our private keys regularly or routinely basically ensures that we can recover our crypto if we ever have problems, okay? So if we lose the hard drive, like I said before, or we have a device stolen, for an example, we can recover it and we won't go broke. Very important. Then for cryptocurrency exchanges, passwords should not be simple. You shouldn't just use your first name or your date of birth as a password. You should use strong, unique passwords, which are something that people won't be able to simply guess, okay? On cryptocurrency exchanges, make sure you have a very strong password on websites like BINANCE and Coinbase. Avoid using the same password for all your accounts and consider maybe using a password manager to store and generate more complex passwords if you don't know what you're doing, okay? And also if you have a Coinbase account and a Binance account and you have both, have a different password for each. Don't keep them the same. We also want to enable two-factor authentication, aka 2FA. So 2FA basically adds another security layer to our account, and it kind of adds another stage to log it in to actually verify yourself before you get into the account. So we could use something like an email or an SMS text, and basically we need a code from the email, the SMS text that they send us, or an authenticator like Google Authenticator, and we type that in, and then basically it means it's much harder for you to get hacked, because even if they get into your account, they won't have your email or they won't have your mobile, so it makes it harder for them to actually get in. Also make sure all your software is up to date, so things like antiviruses, keep them up to date so you won't get a rat or a keylogger or get hacked, and make sure your PC software and mobile devices have all the latest hardware updates, security patches and firmware to just protect against the most common vulnerabilities to avoid getting hacked, okay? It's unlikely, but you want to make sure your security is maintained. Then we want to make sure that we use only the trusted and verified exchanges and also wallet software. We want to use reputable cryptocurrency exchanges and wallets that have strong security measures in place, like two-factor authentication that we talked about, and multi-signature wallets. Now, not all exchanges are 100% secure, right? We know that because, like I said, FTX got hacked, Mt. Go got hacked, FTX went bankrupt and defunct, and many people lost their money in it. So exchanges get hacked all the time. We don't know what's going to work, what's not, right? But just use the one which is most trusted at the time, and then have your own personal security methods in place to further decrease the likelihood of you losing all your money, right? Also try to use a popular crypto wallet, and it's best to use one that's open source, right? So what's open source? An open source software project means that the code that they use to program the software is public. I could go over the code and check to make sure there's no viruses in the code, okay? Anything that's open source, they can't really hide a virus in it. It's all public code. It means that you can trust the software more. So use a trusted open source wallet. That's the best tips for that. And also be wary of phishing. So phishing attacks are basically a method that hackers can steal your password and account details by sending you a fishy email, and you have to be overly cautious about clicking on email links and messages, clicking on links from Discord and other different things you don't know about. Basically any emails, links, or links in those emails or messages can ask for your private keys, they can ask for your account information, they can even claim to be an official crypto site with a similar address and a completely similar page, and they'll trick you into stealing your account information once you log into the website, okay? They're very good at this. They completely copy the look of the website, the email messages, the email address. They can fake it and spoof it. Don't trust any link or email. Don't go on any random websites. Make sure to go on the website through Google first if you can't trust yourself, and make sure you're going on the right website.